Go pedicure them toes. Go get some brand new clothes, cause we going to Carbone. I got a ball of flows, standing in my team rows. They couldn't unit 10 days, man, them a Woolworth Road.
Backhands on, got rid of that weird. It's me that's rowing this boat, no I can't just sit back and be an observer. Nah, your boy I was trying to rap, yeah, on the low like Hunters doing up. And when cash converter said if you come with the cash out, said if you come with the cash I'll save you. Free bro, like Snoop, gave him a beard and the case was. Can't tell me about my ones, can't tell me don't take it further. Pray that broski gets his appeal, could've tried turning him to a. Beef was frying, he bun that burger. But don't get twisted, even.
And now, your Montreal starting lineup. Starting at small forward, at 6'3", number 32, and number 32. At shooting guard, at 6'3", number 77, BJ.
We've just started up this season, Grant. What's important for players right now?
You know, I think it's finding a good routine, especially for those on new teams. The earlier you figure out what works for you, the quicker you'll get comfortable.
So, the Omaha starting five. We've got James Harden. Brandon Miller is out there with Jalen Johnson. Then there's Harper, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the five, roaming the paint.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Defensive foul.
Find the length.
Brandon Miller.
One shot.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Montreal, Derrick Rose. Shooting one.
You know what? We've recently been able to watch a different Rose here. I mean, a better, more efficient, more confident player. Man, I love seeing that.
Pass to Harper. Miller outside. Counted from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Back to Rose. Soft touch off the glass. Rose has got five now.
You know, you can't let Rose get this close because when you do, he's going to cook you.
Down low. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Rose, the pass to Şengün. Rose, a screen on Harden. Back to Şengün. Got a piece of it. And they're on the break. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Harper. And the layup is good.
Yeah, sneaking around there down low. Dylan Harper got the bucket.
Rose outside. From outside the arc. Kept alive. Out to the right wing. Now here's Şengün. 6 on the shot clock. Rose left side. And a miss there on the triple. For Omaha, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Harper misses. The Kings have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, BA. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
Antetokounmpo inside, covered by Johnson.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Harden scanning the floor. Three-pointer. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. For Montreal, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Şengün finishing with authority. There you go, big fella. They can feel you.
Inside. Here's Edgecombe. Defended by Harden. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Antetokounmpo is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Burns you with his scoring and passing ability.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He might have seen something and needs a review with his guys. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. The Kings, number 1.
And last season, these teams really pushed the pace in transition. Once they had the ball, they looked to get up the floor quickly and capitalize.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Omaha. They trail by 6.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won one. Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
5 to shoot. Here's Harper, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Rose. He's got 5. Lets the 3 fly. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
To the inside. And they're on the run. Outside Harden. Over to the wing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, defended by Şengün. Montreal leading by 4. Pass to Rose. Montreal passing it around. Goes up from the block. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. For Omaha, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Miller, the pass to Harper. Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta. Harper's got his 3rd bucket of the night. For Montreal, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Back to Antetokounmpo. Johnson with the defensive effort.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back. He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Şengün. And a nice finish on the layup. Şengün's got 6.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area. And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
But Rose plays with an angry physicality, which is really hard to match up against.
All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball. But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
A different look for Omaha. Achua's checked in for Johnson, and it's Burks in for James Harden. Good on the second one.
Well, I tell you what, this guy gives you everything he's got when he's out there, and that's what you love about Derrick Rose, how fierce he is as a competitor.
Stolen by Sarr. Here's Shepard, defended by Burks, to the paint. And Bryant the bucket on the assist from Rose.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution. Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Miller. They get the rebound. Oh, misses the dunk. Well, we've got a developing story here. Standing by remotely, we go to our 2K insider, Shams Charania, for the details.
Thank you, BA. Just now surfacing is the news on Beijing and their trade with Las Vegas. They couldn't even believe LeBron was on the market, and it's not just because of the outstanding play on the court from LeBron. That's a given. It's the leadership he brings and the example he sets. No one in the league is better at making those around him better. That's what this team felt it needed to reach the next level of excellence.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. Omaha shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
A towering presence on both ends, Abdul-Jabbar is also known for his unblockable and most unique sky hook. Such an impactful, unique big man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Bruce Ellis is checked in for Rose. Martin, he's checked in for Omaha. Collier comes in for Harper. Basket counts.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum. Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Collier. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 now.
I don't think it was bad defense at all, but that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You're not stopping him inside.
Here's Shepard. Kicks it out to Bryant. 6 to shoot. Here's Shepard. Ooh, drains the 19-footer. And the Kings lead by 9.
Yeah, the control, the confidence, it's all on display there for Shepard. Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Carr passes to Bryant. Here's Sarr. He's guarded by Martin. To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Montreal leading by 5. And David Adelman wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Omaha making a switch here.
In for Omaha, number 21, Jaden, number 21.
Here's Carr, defended by Burks. Montreal passing it around. Here's Shepard, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Got a hand on it.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more. They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Count it. And it's a 9-point Montreal lead.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team. Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Now here's Burks. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 5 on the clock. Omaha needs to get off a shot here. Collier, no good. Montreal leading by 9. Pass to Sarr.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Shepard. Back to Sarr. There's the three. The rebound by Burks. Sarr against Martin. Puts it up from 12, and it's good for 2.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now. You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Shepard. It's tipped. Martin outside. Pass to Collier. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Puts it up from 12. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Probably not the shot they had in mind. But you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
The shot by Buzel is no good.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Here's Achua. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Omaha shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief,
Line
guys.
for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Here's Carr, defended by Burks. Sarr with a screen on Burks. Carr passes to Bryant. Here's Shepard. Omaha pulls it in. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Collier. With the floater. And the layup is up and in.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Here's Shepard from deep three-point range. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so the first quarter is in the books. Montreal on top, up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from Montreal?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball and...
Oh, kind of mean on that one. Oh, wow.
Tell you what, Rose can get flashy with the best of them.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Omaha. 6-point game. That'll be their 2nd of 3 games total on this road trip. And for Omaha, Harper out there with James Harden. Then it's Jalen Johnson. Then it's Miller. The 15-footer. And there's the rejection.
Look at how Sengun attacks the ball, doing all he can to reel it in.
And for Montreal, they've got Derrick Rose, Alperon Sengun out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Edgecombe. And you watch Alperon Sengun, he's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding, especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Outside Harden. To the wing, right side. That shot is off. Good D by Sengun. Montreal leading by 8. Down low. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
Harper passes to Harden. They get it again. From deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Rose. The 3 is up. On target from range. He's got 5.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, "Before I was really serious and quiet. Now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight." EA, back to you.
It sure does. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Harper passes to Miller. Good ball movement here by Omaha. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Kings in 5th.
You know, a solid three-point game can be the cornerstone of an effective offense. I mean, it adds a little pop and punch to what a team is doing offensively. And last year, this team was not made up of just good three-point shooters. They had great three-point shooters.
And that one drops.
And looking very coachable out there. Harper ran the play effectively and got his team a look.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Şengün. 4-3. Omaha pulls it in. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 rebounds in the game. Knocked loose. And here comes the break. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Miller. What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rose into the lane. Stolen by Miller. In transition, here they come. Rebound Montreal. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Rose. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Tipped away. Inside. Miller, right side. To the middle. Harden. Great positioning on the putback.
Excellent hustle on the boards that time from Harden, and something his teammates applaud.
Rose up top. Give him 8 points now. Right wing. To the inside. Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Count that one.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden's, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Pass to Edgecombe. Let's go with a 3. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Well, Omaha shooting just 27% in the second quarter. Right side Harden. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Of all the accolades James Harden has racked up, what do you think he'll be most remembered for, Clark?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive as well as his game? I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step back 3 against good defense. his ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden.
Sarge checked in for Montreal. He hits the second from the line. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Shepard, he's checked in for Montreal. Omaha also changing it up. Martin comes in for Johnson, and it's Collier in for Harper. Well, Omaha shooting just 42% so far in the game. Outside Harden. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Antetokounmpo. Hits the front of the rim and out. Montreal leading by 11. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, VJ Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Out of bounds, it'll be Montreal's ball. And here's what the schedule for Omaha looks like. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner.
And you know, for that matchup with Montreal, that's one to watch for. The fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm really interested in how those teams match up this early in the season.
Here's what Omaha's going with right now. Achua comes in for Miller, and it's Burks in for Harden. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Not too many defenders are blocking Kareem inside. One, he's too big, he's too powerful, and he's too skilled.
Carr passes to Bryant. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay. Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, guarded by Sarr. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Burks. Pass to Martin. From the arc. The rebound by Shepard. Montreal leading by 13. And here's Sarr. Here's Carr. Yet to see a basket. Sarr with a screen on Martin. Bryant against Burks. Bryant, no good. Well, Omaha shooting around 29% in quarter number 2.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Pass to Collier. Clock at 6. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound Montreal.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt. And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Bryant outside. Now here's Sarr. The D's right on him. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Down low. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Shepard. Achua with a rebound.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
Here's Collier. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Buzelis. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 15 points.
And when Kareem's got it going like this, just let him go to work. Feed the beast and let him eat.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Montreal leading by 9. Here's Shepard to the paint. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, defensively, against a young guy like Sarr, his size and energy can be overpowering.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Collier. Rebound Montreal.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Here's Shepard. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Buzelis. Montreal needs to get off a shot. Montreal again missing. Well, Omaha shooting only 42%. Pass to Collier. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet. Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Buzelis. Achua defending. And there's Shepard. That one's good on the assist by Buzelis.
Oh, when we talk about the future of Shepard, scoring inside is very important to take his game to the next level.
Pass to Achua. Right side, Burks. Back to Achua. Now here's Burks. Pulls up, high post. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Down low. Shot's good by Sarr. Sarr's got 6.
Yeah, in the lane there. I mean, that's easy money for Sarr.
Here's Collier. Out left to the wing. With the 10-footer, Sarr pulls it in.
How many shots has he missed this quarter? Might be time to find offense elsewhere.
Here's Shepard. 6 points for him. good from the wing.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
And so it's Montreal in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to halftime. First things first, a look ahead at other games on the docket tonight. 7 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
Not sure we'll see an upset tonight. Big disparity between these teams.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for Omaha.
They haven't been close with some of these threes. Does the rim look like it's moving to them? I mean, seriously. It looks like it's multiple rims out there.
Aim for the middle one. At least that's what I've been told. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Montreal leading by 13. Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. James Harden out there with Harper. Then it's Miller. Then it's Jalen Johnson. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the center position. Outside Harden. Pass to Harper. Good ball movement here by Omaha. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Johnson. Here's Harper. Guarded by Rose. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. You know, the more you watch Şengün, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, VA, because his passing is elite. I mean, his vision, he sees a half a play to a play ahead. I mean, you can actually run offense through Şengün.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Hey, it's obvious. When you're down, you can't afford to make mistakes, and he's made a few of them tonight.
Montreal leading by 17. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Rose. Omaha pulls it in.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Miller, and Edgecombe gets it to go. Edgecombe's gotten 4 this quarter. And Harden's got the ball here for Omaha. Pass to Miller. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Good D by Şengün.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edgecombe. For Omaha, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Harper. Another shot. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 19 points.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That's short off the rim. For Omaha, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Johnson passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Yeah, I like when Edgecombe is aggressive like this inside because he's very skilled at converting from there.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. The Kings, 4th.
Their effort on the boards was a point of pride for them. They play a physical style, and it served them well.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Outside Harden. Here's Harper, guarded by Rose. Left side, Harden. Pass to Harper. Here's the three. They get it back. Abdul-Jabbar. Antetokounmpo with the block. Now here's Rose. Tight defense on him. Here's Edgecombe. Defended by Harden. Omaha pulls it in. Abdul-Jabbar's got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside Harden. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, B.A. Well, the NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Back to you.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans. Thank you, Allie. Here's Harden. And again, no good by Omaha. Montreal leading by 17. The three. Drops in the three. 10 points for him.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Launches a three. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Boy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's length really makes him a threat on the offensive glass.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Pass to Rose for three. Harper pulls it in. Well, Omaha shooting only 30% in the third quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And for Jalen Johnson, a long wing type, going inside is always a good play.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Montreal.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area. And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
First one falls for him. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Montreal leading by 16. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today. Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
It's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal. Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Six to shoot. Here's Harper, guarded by Rose. And again, no good by Omaha. Montreal leading by 18. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now Rose. There's the screen. He takes it in, and the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two.
Boy, Rose is a marvelous athlete who's really good at taking it to the cup, and he's hard to cover because of that.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Checked in for Şengün. And he drops the first. And he can't hit the second. Well, Omaha shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Montreal leading by 17. Back to Rose. Inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Left side, Harden. The three ball. Drills it from deep. Harden's got 8.
Harden skilled off the dribble, off the catch. He can flat out score.
One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
Harper passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Misses off the left iron. For Montreal, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Miller. Rose right side. Shoots over Harper. Omaha pulls it in. Abdul-Jabbar's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact. Well, when Harden isn't scoring, he's setting up his teammates.
Pass to Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
It's good on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. The jump hook, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. Omaha with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Now Harden. Here's Harper. Back to Harden. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
Well, Omaha shooting 39% from the field in the third. Pass to Harper. To the inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum. Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Here's Edgecombe driving inside.
And Edgecombe is on fire right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep feeding him.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Well, Omaha shooting only 42%. Harden, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Miller outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harden. Rebound Montreal.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Antetokounmpo has gone only 3 of 10 here from the floor. Pass to Miller. There's the triple. Rose grabs the board. Montreal leading by 12. To the right side. There's a screen. And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter.
A flash of that athleticism yet again. It's clear Rose enjoys getting up and punching it down.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Harper. Good ball movement here by Omaha. On the wing, Harden. Give him 8 points now. Over Edgecombe. And again, no good by Omaha.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
And that's just strong, tough action from Rose there. Staying in control and getting the job done with authority.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game. Omaha making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And that one falls for Rose. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Harper passes to Harden. Pass to Miller. Now here's Johnson. Antetokounmpo covering. Will it go? And that's good. Off the glass that time. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's where Johnson does most of his work offensively, inside the paint.
Back to Rose. Antetokounmpo looking it over. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. And it's 8 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Pass to Miller. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Guarded by Sarr. Tries the 9-footer. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Montreal leading by 17 at the end of the period. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. More 2K action in just a moment. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Keep working the game, possession by possession. Keep doing everything hard. Down there, let's get some stops.
Coach Carlisle imploring his guys to lock in defensively.
Defensive intensity is important. The offense will come, but you need the defense to bring effort.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Alperon Şengün out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Edgecombe. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Boy, and that'll give them a nice injection. Nothing like a rejection to get a team fired up.
And so here's Montreal. Antetokounmpo inside. Johnson on it. And Şengün gets it to go.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Now here's Harden. Defense is right there. To the left wing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Defended by Şengün. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Şengün.
You know, the size of Abdul-Jabbar typically overwhelms defenses, especially when he's operating close to the rim, forcing them to act as he draws the foul.
The first one falls. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Montreal leading by 18. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Gets stolen by Johnson. To the paint. Pass to Harper. Fires from deep. Connects from downtown.
He's taking what he can get here. Has a 3 in each half.
Here's Edgecombe. Stolen by Harden. Looking to end this cold spell. That shot off the mark. Good D by Rose. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Over to the wing. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fires for three. Omaha pulls it in.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
And here's Şengün to the inside. Stolen by Harden. Johnson inside. Fires the three. And Miller the bucket on the assist by Johnson.
In full-on catch-up mode, they're raining threes right now.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Inside, here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Working that pick and roll action superbly. Şengün knows exactly where he needs to be.
Hoop poked away. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Here's Şengün. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Şengün's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Montreal leading by 14. And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The head coach for Montreal had some instruction for his guys during the break. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And so here's Montreal. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And Giannis with the jam. He now has a triple-double.
Knows how to run a team, guys, and facilitate accordingly. Rose makes those around him better.
Right side, Harden. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Edgecombe's got 4 rebounds now.
He really hasn't had it offensively tonight. This team needs him to play better.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun. Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Pass to Harper. Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And it's Montreal's ball. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Rose outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Rose. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
When Rose is attacking, guys, I mean, the defense has to act. He puts them on their heels.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second free throw.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
Assisted by James Harden.
Here's Rose. Takes the three. Montreal again missing. Miller outside. Lets a floater go. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Out to Rose. Inside. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Rose. Rose has got 7 assists in the game. Pass to Harper. Back to Harden. Johnson passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Şengün. Abdul-Jabbar misses. And it's Montreal's ball. They're on an 11-2 run. And the basket by Antetokounmpo. And the Kings lead by 21.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
That one's good for 2.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Miller. Pass to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Rose has got 9 points here in the second half. Out to the right wing. Harper passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Harden. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Antetokounmpo outside. Shoots over Harper. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss. For Omaha, they've gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter to the paint. Johnson against Antetokounmpo. Miller. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
To the middle. And Şengün throw it down.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
For Omaha, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Harden from outside. He buries it from 3.
Here in the second half, he's looked like a totally different player. That's his 3rd triple.
Here's Edgecombe, defended by Harden. Pass to Rose. Pulls up on the wing. Omaha pulls it in. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Miller, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar.
Nice job getting position that time by Abdul-Jabbar. And once he gets that position, he goes to work.
Montreal leading by 13. Here's Şengün. Rose outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. From downtown. Johnson with the rebound.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Harden. There's another rebound. And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass.
Yeah, I don't think you can allow Abdul-Jabbar to get ideal position inside, because if you do, he's dunking it all over you.
Harden against Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the finish.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Takes a 13-footer, gets it to go.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Now on to Kumpo. Let's loose for three. No good. Here's Johnson. Oh, he can't get the layup. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
Now on to Kumpo. From 12 feet out, Cash.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
Harden can't get the three. Montreal leading by 13.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Kings.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They couldn't have asked more from him, putting up the sick triple-double.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth.
I think Harden has fine-tuned his playmaking skills, a threat for double-digit assists every night.
This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
So it's Montreal with the W. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Giannis, an impressive performance. Talk about what this game showed you about your team.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight.
Outstanding. Girl, you knock me out. Exciting. You make
In a dark seesaw, please follow the leader. So Eric B. We are microphone fiend. It's the return of V-God, Peace God. It ain't nobody fresher. I'm in Mason, Martin Margiela on the table screaming. The other side they jealous. We got a banquet full of. They got a table full of fellas. Yeah. And they ain't spinning no cake. They should. My whole team got dough, so my banquet is looking like millionaires, bro.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. So I keep doing my own thing. Walking tall against the rain. Victories with.
Well, we can finally say it. There's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you've joined us. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
So let's take a look at the starters for Albuquerque. Derek Lively is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Grimes in at the small forward position. Here's Irving. After Luka Doncic's bucket, wasted no time on that one.
He knocks down another from the mid-range. Irving has this shot down pat.
Doncic kicks to Nowitzki. And the rebound goes to the Bobcats. This, of course, being game one of the season, is their first look at Albuquerque. Doncic against Irving. A shot from the low post is good. Irving's got 6 points.
What great body control. Irving excels at working off contact.
The three for Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We know about the length and the athleticism, Tim, of Lively. But what do you like about his skill and maybe the way he sees the game?
Yeah, this league has seen a lot of guys with that type of length and athletic ability, but what sets him apart, he's got great instincts for where to get open, instincts how to rebound, where the ball is coming off, and then also, I just think his conditioning level is very high.
And he can't hit the second. Bobcats have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
That's as good as it gets. Woo!
Man, this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Grimes. Hero on the wing. Back to Grimes. 6 to shoot. For the 3. The offensive rebound. Lively, that's good.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboard right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Siakam. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki. So it's Kentucky now. They lead by 4. Siakam looking around. Irving for 3. Here's flag. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
The 3 for Doncic. Knebel with the rebound. Kentucky leading by 6. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
You gotta love
his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
James Brago gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him, how do you plan to deal with Luka Doncic? He laughed and said, I think that's a question the entire league is asking. Luka is amazing. He's been a superstar from day one, and what impresses me the most is his poise. Nothing seems to get to him. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. This one for three. Rebounded by Kentucky. And it's Ware in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And so Doncic will bring it up for Albuquerque. 6-point game. Pass to Lively. Doncic outside. Buries it from three-point range. Doncic has got his second bucket tonight.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
Irving against Doncic. Ware in a strong finish with two hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Inside, it's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here.
The moment now to see the numbers for Tyler Hero.
Last season, he played outstanding, checking in at about 24 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they needed him.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going, enjoys setting the table.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Kyrie Irving third.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Kentucky leading by 3. Pass to Ware. There's the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Grimes. Here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now, here is Irving. 3-point lead. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Irving. Grimes passes to Nowitzki. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Now here's Irving. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
Pass to Kneppel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And on the way from Irving for 3. And Lively pulls it down. For Albuquerque, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Doncic with the bucket.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Siakam sets a screen for Irving. Out the run, and Lively pulls it down.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Doncic. The Bobcats pull it in.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now Hero, following the 3-point attempt by Pascal Siakam. Down low. No good with the layup. The Bobcats shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Ware with it. 11 points in the game. Outside Irving. And he's finally able to knock one down. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Bobcats.
We see this constantly with Kyrie, making tough shots against great defense.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Big group substitution here for Albuquerque. Off's checked in. Martin comes in for Nowitzki. Beats checked in for Quentin Grimes. And it's Luke Kennard in for Hero. Here's Pete. Akez defending. The three for Doncic. The rebound by Richard. Wallace outside. Three-pointer. Kenyon Martin comes up with the rebound. Now Kennard. Pass to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Ripped away. Richards no good. Albuquerque shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Offensive rebound. Out to Doncic. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. Doncic has got 10 points.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Wallace the pass to Joe. Here's Jaquez. And once again off the mark by Kentucky. Now here's Doncic, covered by Joe. Shot from the wing. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him. Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Now, here's Kennard. Still without a basket. Up top, Doncic. Covered by Joe. Clock at 6. And Doncic gets it to go. He's got 12.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Wallace kicks to Williamson. Back to Wallace. Jaquez outside. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Huff. And so here's Albuquerque. Pete the pass to Martin. Doncic outside. And they double up Doncic. The 3. Rebound by Wallace. The Bobcats shooting around 46% at this point. Drives to the hoop. And Williamson throws it down.
That is a powerful finish. Zion is an intimidating presence.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And so Doncic will bring it up for Albuquerque. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter, and the shot goes in. Doncic has got 14 points for the game.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, well, he is almost unguardable.
Here's Richards. And here is Williamson. 4 on the clock. Kentucky needs to get off a shot. Wallace misses. And Albuquerque with the possession. They're on a 14-6 run. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's out of bounds. The Bobcats will take it the other way.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. 19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Joe, guarded by Doncic. Richards finds Jaquez. Here's Williamson. Misses the fadeaway jump. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Albuquerque. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Well, that has to be intimidating. They're erasing easy looks, and they're changing perimeter shots as well.
And so in the game for Albuquerque, they've got Kennard. Martin is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Pete in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Siakam. Nothing on the board. Wallace with a screen for Kneppel. A 3-ball. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Albuquerque shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Kennard, the pass to Pete. Pass to Martin. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Martin's got the lead up to 4 now for Albuquerque.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And here is Siakam. Jaquez with the screen on Nowitzki. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Kyrie Irving is checked in for Wallace. Hero is checked in for Albuquerque. Now, here's Kennard. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And a chance to check out the stats for Irving. Coming off a terrific season. Last year averaging 24 points per, 4 assists and 5 rebounds. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
I see no reason why he can't do it again. To a degree, they've structured their entire offense around him.
Khalil Ware's checked in for Kentucky. Siakam, right side. Kennard against Irving. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And that is what Irving is known for. He is a master ball handler who can get whatever he wants.
Nowitzki, no good. Nowitzki's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Siakam sets a screen for Irving, and the foul called on Kenny Martin. That's his first foul. And Albuquerque making a change here. Lively's checked in.
Derek Lively.
Here's Siakam. No scoring in this one. Here's Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
And he knocks down the first one. Tim, pure basketball artistry. That's what Kyrie Irving embodies.
Well, Kevin, the combination of the ball handling, the finishing ability, impossible shot making, I'm not sure there's any player in the NBA who puts on a better show than Kyrie.
That one drops. He ties it up. So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball, but the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus minus, give me that group of 5 plus minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Bobcats.
And with that skill level, it's not a surprise that Irving is having another great night.
The drive by Nowitzki.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Pass to Irving. Here's Ware. Lively defending. Ware passes to Siakam. Irving for 3. Ware the bounce pass. Flag gets the three-pointer to fall. Flag's got his second bucket of the night.
I like Flag from beyond the arc. I'd like to see him shoot it with volume from out there.
Kennard the pass to Nowitzki. Now Hero. His first shot coming late, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. Hero's got his first 2 points of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Here's Flag. He's guarded by Grimes. Irving drives in, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Oh, man, the handle of Kyrie is so tight. It's so hard to get him off his line without fouling him.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack. Now here in the second quarter, he's getting to the line. I like the aggressiveness.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up. And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating. And one thing you notice about Tyler Hero, this guy has unlimited confidence. And as a teammate, it's infectious.
Now, here is Irving. 15 points in the game. Puts it up from 12, and he hits the jumper for 2. Irving's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Ware kicks to Irving. 3-pointer. Rebound by Albuquerque. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. Grimes with it. Pass to Lively. Kennard on the wing. That 3 off the mark. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
And he's going to have to get checked out with that great medical staff that all teams in this league have.
And Kentucky making a change here. Joe's checked in. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Kentucky trails by 3. Now Joe, scoreless thus far. Siakam against Nowitzki. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Throw good, Siakam. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
The Bobcats have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. To the left side wing. Here's Flag. He's guarded by Grimes. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Siakam bangs home the trifecta. Siakam's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Up top, Hero. He has 5. That one goes in.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Looking at who's out there now for the Bobcats. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Khalil Ware. And Williamson subbed in for Pascal Siakam.
And Hero, one of those guys in the league that can nail free throws with his eyes closed.
Williamson outside. Pass the flag. Shoots. It's hauled in by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. And finished off by Lively.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line. A different look now for Kentucky. Jaime Jaquez comes in for flag. And it's Cason Wallace in for Knipple. So it's Kentucky now, trailing by 4. Wallace outside. Pass to Jaquez. Now Joe. He's covered by Hero. Richards passes to Williamson. A 3-pointer, no good. Albuquerque leading by 4. Doncic outside. And they double up Doncic. Shoots from the corner. Gets the front of the rim and out. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Bobcats. To the paint. And that one's good, Williamson. Williamson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's where Zion wants the ball. And it's important his teammates get it to him there.
There's Hero with the 3. Traps in the tray. And Albuquerque leads by 5.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Jaquez outside. From past the arc. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Well, that's one thing about Jaquez. He is really competitive. Comes back with the answer at the 3-point line.
Back to Doncic. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
Williamson, the pass to Richards. And that one is stuffed right through.
The basketball mind Williamson has is special. Just knows how to break the D down in that pick and roll.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. He's checked in for Albuquerque. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. Take a look at Wallace, one of the league's best, 3rd in steals.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Williamson against Martin. The 3 for Doncic. No good, and he's missed half of his 14 field goal attempts.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
They set the pick. Wallace the pass to Richards. And he hits it to tie the game up. Richards got 4 points this quarter.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Takes a step back. Here's Doncic. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And when Luka sees the mid-range open up, he takes the shot, keeping things simple.
Williamson, the pass to Richards.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
There's a minute 47 left in the second quarter. Now, here's Doncic, covered by Joe. Hero passes to Martin. Wallace with the ball. Picked up by Hero. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now, Hero, 11 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Albuquerque needs to get a shot off.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg. When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Williamson against Martin. Shoots a fader. And it's Williamson missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Martin with the screen for Doncic. Over Joe. And again, it's Albuquerque.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead. If you work the ball inside, he's going to pay dividends.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Albuquerque making a change here. Kennard's checked in.
Kentucky, Nick Richards, shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Doncic. Not enough on that one as it misses. Pass to Williamson. 3 seconds left, and he sinks the layup. Williamson's got 4 points now in the quarter. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Bobcats. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Taking a look here now at the Bobcats. You can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to be a finished product right now, right out the gate. Just set the table early and build from there.
Circling back to our game now, Kyrie Irving on fire in that first half.
He came in on a mission. He's destroying people, even when they run 2 at him.
They could have run 5 at him, Shaq, and he'd still be knocking it down.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Albuquerque trails by 3. Let's go to the sideline. We've got something on Kyrie Irving. Allie, what are they saying?
They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. With an injury like this, it's going to be a slow healing process. Unfortunately, he'll be out for a while, guys.
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you.
Well, that's an injury no player wants to deal with, but as we know, so many guys have dealt with it at some point.
Jason Wallace is out there with Knipple. Then it's Khalil Ware. Then it's Flag. And it's Siakam in at the 4th. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. Now Ware, following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's the 3. Whoa, vintage three-pointer from Dirk.
And for a big man, that ability to space the floor is what makes Nowitzki such a special offensive player.
Here's Ware, 11 points in the game. Siakam passes to Ware, and he jams it with authority.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. Now, Hero, 11 points in the game. Doncic outside. Over Wallace. And again, it's Albuquerque.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Derek Lively uses his mobility to his advantage. He said, quote, "I like to turn the game into a track meet because I can't outmuscle anybody. But I can definitely get around people, I can outrun them, and I have to be able to use my stamina and energy to get up and down as much as I can." Kevin, back to you.
Smart approach. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. 5 on the clock. He's feeling it. Rebounded by Kentucky. Ware's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
Now, here's Siakam. 5 points in the game. Rejected by Nowitzki. Wallace against Doncic. Lively the pass to Grimes. Here's Flag. He's guarded by Grimes. Pass to Knipple. Here's Ware. Siakam outside. And the rejection by Lively.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Doncic against Wallace. Doncic bounce pass. Grimes with the bucket.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Kentucky trails by 5. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And the numbers now for Pascal Siakam. Great showing for him last season. He put up about 20 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
Well, I just love his mentality and his approach. He is always ready to go when called upon.
Wallace misses. And Albuquerque with the possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Hero kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Hero. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looks good from here.
Back to Wallace. Stolen by Lively. Here's Hero. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, I love that right there. Tyler Hero giving you a little attitude.
Gonzalez with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Pass the flag. Rebound by Albuquerque. Lively's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. As the 25th pick back in the 21 draft, Tim, what's enabled Quentin Grimes to really break through here recently?
It's pretty simple, Kevin. It's opportunity. He finally got that chance to be able to be free offensively to show what his ceiling is, a much larger role offensively. Kind of reminds you of Jamal Murray a little bit, particularly now that he's got the green light.
So he's had the body, had the skills. It was just, as you're saying, the opportunity there to really capitalize.
Absolutely unencumbered on that end of the floor. It's amazing how guys can break through.
Here's Doncic. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Doncic passes to Lively. And here is Nowitzki, covered by Siakam. Nowitzki's shot is no good. Kentucky trails by 7. Now, here's Siakam. He has 7. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Tim, when you think of the players, which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ?
LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic, I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your 4 teammates are at all times.
And for some it's natural, and for some they probably got to work at it, correct?
You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
And Knipple slams it in.
Well, that's an emphatic message from Knipple, letting everyone know he's arrived.
And here's Kennard. Still yet to score. Grimes with it. Defended by Knipple. Pass to Pete. 6 to shoot. Albuquerque again can't hit it. Kentucky trails by 3. Williamson with the bounce pass. Now Richards. It's hauled in by Huff. Here's Pete. Pass to Kennard. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. It's Grimes on the wing. No good from the wing.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
To the middle. Martin with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Albuquerque. Joe passes to Williamson. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Joe. Doncic left side. Over Joe. They get a hand on it. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Bobcats. Pass to Knipple. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 4th assist in this one.
So lethal off the catch. Knipple is good at just finding space and then timing it quickly.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 22. Martin with the bucket. Williamson with it. Pass to Joe. Back to Williamson. Lets it go. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That is his first foul of the game. For Albuquerque, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Here's Doncic. Kennard finds Martin. into the paint. Here's Doncic. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's a 4-point Albuquerque lead. Kentucky shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Here's the screen. Here's Hackett. Kennard with the rebound.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Grimes passes to Kennard. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered closely. Back to Kennard. Connects from three-point range. Kennard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the left wing. Here's Kneppel. Kennard covering. Pick off in midair. And here we go, Albuquerque. Fast break. Grimes passes to Martin. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Kentucky trails by 7. Now Joe hasn't made one yet. And he comes up with the deuce.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Albuquerque shooting it beautiful here in the third, 56% from the field. Doncic finds Grimes. Martin with a screen on Hackett. And finished off by Martin.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. On the wing, Hackett. He's guarded by Grimes. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Kennard, the pass to Huff. Doncic outside. Over Joe. And it's Doncic missing. Kentucky trails by 5. Williamson double team. Pass to Hackett. Now here's Williamson. Shoots from the baseline. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Kennard. And Grimes has it in the corner. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Albuquerque out in front, up 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Three tenths quarters behind us, and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Kentucky shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And so in the game for Albuquerque. Tyler Hero out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Martin. Then it's Nowitzki. And it's Grimes in at the 3, the small forward.
Selfless play from Flag. If your shot isn't there off the action, you have to give it up.
Got that one up quick. Doncic has got 27.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Albuquerque leading by 6. Pass to Hero. Martin with the screen for Hero. And finished off by Martin.
And Tyler Hero has really evolved offensively. As you see, those assist numbers start to climb.
Siakam inside. He's guarded by Grimes. Puts it up from 12. Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 6 rebounds in the game. Grimes, good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And Albuquerque leads by 10.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Ware up top. He's defended by Nowitzki. And that one's good. Flag.
And that's That's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Here's Grimes. Doncic left side. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Kentucky trails by 8. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. To the wing right side. Siakam for 3. Rebound by Albuquerque. Nowitzki's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And it's Doncic missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Schroeder against Doncic. And a wide open look for Flag. No good from outside.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Now, here's Doncic. Shoots over Ware. Here's Nowitzki. It's Dirk getting it done inside.
Such a presence inside with the ball in his hands. Good decision by Dirk to put it right back up.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Flag. And that one drops for him.
And that's the right decision when you've got a smaller man on you.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points with the fadeaway. And the rebound goes to the Bobcats. Ware's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Shooter kicks to Ware. Inside. Kentucky passing it around. He was all alone on that one. And that's now 9 points for Siakam.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why. Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Siakam's shot is off. Albuquerque leading by 8. It's Grimes on the wing. Here's Doncic. Martin trying to free himself up. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Hero. Hero's got his 7th assist here tonight. Pass to Flag. From 12 feet out. And he hits the jump shot. And 11 points for Cooper Flag.
You gotta have great confidence to take that shot. Flag doesn't lack any.
Over in the corner, Hero. To the inside. And finished off by Martin.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Now, here's Schroeder. Pass to Kneppel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now, Grimes. Back to Doncic. Free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
It's so challenging trying to guard Doncic without fouling him because he's not afraid to get hit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Williamson is checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And Albuquerque also making a change. Lively's checked in. And he's good on the second. And it's the Bobcats with the ball. Down low, Nowitzki with the steal. Doncic looking it over. Nowitzki with the screen on Williamson. And here's Doncic from the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Doncic has got 9 points in the quarter.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
Williamson, the pass to Ware. Right wing. Siakam inside the three-point line. Misses the wing jab.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
Kentucky trails by 11. Here's Flag, plenty of space. Kicks it out to Williamson. Clock at 6. Siakam against Nowitzki. Out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball.
Albuquerque ball.
Payson Wallace. He's checked in for the Bobcats.
Number 22, Payson Wallace.
Albuquerque leading by 11. Doncic outside. Nowitzki sets a screen for Doncic. Nifty move. Whoa! Strong finish by Doncic.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Ware. Here's Flag. Kicks it out to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Now Ware. Stolen by Lively. Hero passes to Nowitzki. And Nowitzki slams it in.
Love when Nowitzki finishes with the dunk, showing some outstanding lift on that one.
Nowitzki with the steal. Grimes with it. Pass to Doncic. No good on the triple. Kentucky trails by 15. Siakam outside. Now Ware. Here's Knepel. Kentucky passing it around. 5 to shoot. Here's Flag. And that time, also a missed shot. Albuquerque leading by 15. To the paint. Here's Nowitzki. Oh, great touch off the pass.
And Nowitzki is a lethal scorer. Feels like he can knock down any shot on the court.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And now it's time for a presentation of the player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Kentucky trails by 17. Stolen by Lively. Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Flag with it. He's covered by Hero. 6 to shoot. Siakam for 3. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hero kicks to Nowitzki. Pass to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. And stolen by Flag. Here's Knepel. He's guarded by Grimes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with Siakam, it's been fun to watch his post-game develop. He's got a host of moves in the paint.
first free throw is good.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
He's off on the second.
Well, that's the problem, playing catch-up at the end. Every point matters, but at least it wasn't an empty trip.
Here's Doncic. Lively, and finished off by Lively.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Free throw good, flag.
Well-rounded, that's the term you saw all over Flag's scouting reports. Everyone was attracted to a guy who looks like he is capable of doing it all and doing it at an NBA level with the proper development.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Kentucky. Wallace comes in for Knipple. And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Albuquerque.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
Here's Wallace. And once again, off the mark by Kentucky. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Grimes passes to Kennard. Back to Grimes. For three. A three-pointer is right on target.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
And so Albuquerque takes the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You'd never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Luka, you played well tonight, and your team got the win. Those two usually go together, but what else made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Team defense goes a long way. Thanks, Luka.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Luka Doncic.